So I'm cruising through Chicago right now, and today the Lord told me, which I've not heard God talk to me in a while, not some time, that He's going to be dusting me off and putting me back to work, and that it's going to be immediate, and that I need to get myself in order and straighten my life out, make sure I flush myself of sinful acts and live a life of righteousness. The thing is about a life of righteousness is it's not just the lack of sin like other people wish it to be. Um, Also, these people will live a life of sin and come up with reasoning on why their sin is not sin, and then always bring up the Greek. And it's like, well, you really think that you're the first person to come up with that after thousands of years of people doing the same study and it coming up as far as this bad thing is a sin? But people come up with excuses either to come up with sins or do sins and why their sinful nature is not sinful. And you could see that their lives are not great, but they blame the devil for that, not their refusal to obey God, not their acts of pushing God's blessings and God's hands of protection away. And then you also get people who maybe they're not sinning, but they're also not doing God's work either, you know? And they just stay home all day. They do nothing. They're not putting anything good into the world. They're not working on themselves. They're not doing anything. And they think they're good, but they're still not living a life of righteousness. But the Lord let me know that I need to put the effort in to be a righteous man again, like I used to be. You see, a lot of stuff got to me. I got in trouble for a lot of things I did not do. And I got absolutely no credit for the good things I did do. And that lack of credit for the good things I did do, and actually saving and protecting a lot of innocent people, led to me getting in trouble and being being in trouble for something and being treated for something poorly treated for something I did not do. And this really had a mental toll on me. And I'll tell you this, someone could label you as something. You could go to court and be convicted felon for something. But if you did not do it, you're not that person. And it's very difficult. It's very difficult to live a good life without being distracted by what you're labeled as. A lot of people, they'll become that thing that they're labeled as. That's very common in criminology. We see that. Basic psychology, we see that. But when it comes to things as far as righteousness, and trying to live that life and how you're labeled, that really can get in the way. You know, the actions that people have on you and how they treat you really is so important. And again, that's why it's important to be around good people. I've been stranded, I've been abandoned a lot, and I've been in the Midwest completely void of good people, of nice people. You know what I mean? Not completely. The good people are my therapists and psychologists. But outside of that, no one. It's very difficult out here. It's very difficult out here. And not having any positive community or any churches out here that are good or kind or work within the constraints of what the Bible says. I mean, there's just no churches like that. People out here are very cruel. They're very racist. You see, these churches are actually very anti-Christ. And the hypocrites out here, it's unlike anything I've ever seen. When someone out here talks about Christianity and Christians and why they hate them and hate it so much, I saw why and like, oh my gosh, these people are very, very much against what a Christian is and what God warns us about. So being abandoned in this area, being disposed for by my family, and not, they're all very narcissistic, and I was abused so much as a child. It's really hard to live a righteous life or a good life when you don't have a local community around you to surround you where you can hold each other up. you know. But I could feel it. I could feel that the Lord's preparing me because I'm going back home to LA in 2 months, and I could feel Him preparing me, you know. And I'm not sure where He's going to put me. I'm not sure where He's going to put me. I got two productions that are going to be starting out there, and hopefully, like, I want to be doing this type of work out there too, you know. Like people who own companies, in case you didn't know, a lot of people who own companies, they're going to have a job too that's going to be like drilling for oil or truck driver or something like that, because that's how you get your pay in case your company goes under. It's where you get your benefits, all that stuff. You need that security. So I'm hoping that I have a job like this, and I should call that gentleman right now and see if he got my resume. But yeah, I'm really looking forward because the Lord let me know too, because I've finally learned to take care of myself and not just focus on others and take care of others and put myself at risk, put myself in danger, you know, to put others first and protect others. Now I treat myself with value and I protect myself too. And very recently, I've learned that I am not to be treated in a poor way and disposed of by other people because if I treat other people well, I should be treated well. And that's never hit me before. I never thought of that before. But now I treat myself properly and with value. And the Lord let me know that because I've come to terms with that and I've learned that, which I did not know is what He wanted me to learn. But now that I've learned that, now He's going to put me in a place where I could be there to help other people again because I know to help myself as well. So we will see, you know. We will see what happens in where He puts me. I'm greatly looking forward to it. And I'll tell you this, I never really got to come out here and enjoy these things in Chicago. But around Christmas time, I'm going to have a little bit of time off before I drive back to California. I'm definitely going to be coming through this area that you're looking at and maybe make some videos. I don't know. And experience the food and the restaurants and the people of Chicago. I'll tell you this. I do like Chicago and I do like the people of Chicago. I don't really get a chance to come here and interact with them much, but I actually love Chicago and I love the people here. Especially the South Side. I like Gary, Indiana. I like the areas where there's minorities. I get along with the minorities out here very well because minorities in this country, they understand struggle, and those who experience struggle, they tend to be more intelligent because they've had to work hard in order to succeed in life out of necessity, and that is what life is. So people who actually have life experience are the people I get along with out here a great deal. Um, yeah. But I thought I should tell you that because earlier I was talking about there's no one out here, but I'm talking about well, a certain type of people, which I won't get into now. But wow, this is sure is a beautiful day today. Beautiful day.